What is happening, my Wasteland Wanderers? Welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. Last week we met some super mutants and I made a new gal pal. This week I really got distracted while doing the stuff for the NCR. Instead of brokering a peace deal with the Kings, I kind of just stole his dog and left. So we're going to backtrack a little bit and finish up with trying to figure out some kind of peaceful solution to the violence problem here in Freeside. Hey there, Mr. Crocker, how you doing? Still typing like a weirdo.
Hello. I trust you have something to report concerning the Freeside situation?
You know, I did want to talk about that.
Yes? Do you have something to report?
The King's not really looking to deal with the NCR.
That's most unfortunate. In this circumstance, I've been instructed to send you along to Colonel Moore over at Hoover Dam for further orders. The Colonel will likely send you back to Freeside with a squad of armed men, for all the good that will do.
Sounds like you and the Colonel don't get along. She a former fling, a passionate ex-lover? Give me the tea.
Oh, I like the Colonel just fine. She's a good soldier, one of the best. I just don't think her general approach to things is a good fit here. See, the Colonel likes to solve things neatly, quickly, and efficiently through a show of force if possible and through actual force if necessary. That won't work here. Unless she plans on killing half the population of Freeside, sending soldiers to the area will only make things worse.
Half the there's only like 12 people that live there. What do you suggest instead?
I'd suggest you speak to Colonel Shu over at Camp McCarran. He's much more level-headed about this sort of thing. He's also in a better position to bargain with the people of Freeside, seeing as how he's in charge of water and power distribution in the area. Still, I'm only mentioning it as an option. My official orders are to direct you to Colonel Moore. Godspeed.
See, here when I was worried that we weren't going to have a peaceful solution, because frankly, the people of Freeside, they don't deserve to get slaughtered indiscriminately. Except for that Mick and Ralph's kid. Fuck that kid. But also, the Kings have been good to us. It was the King who hooked us up with our passport to get us onto the Strip in the first place. So I think we owe them a little bit of decency. Not a lot, just a little. Pacer's still a dickhead. Trying to hustle us for caps. But I mean, what can you do in this
that fiend leader
wild world?
Great army.
I don't think I've shown it off on camera before, but I've done a little bit of exploring, and I found this is the tram or monorail, I think it is actually. Get out of my way. That will get you to Camp McCarran, which is like the bigger portion of the NCR's base here on the Strip. Oh wait, no, I gotta go this way. Now, all we gotta do is find a shoe. And if I was a shoe in an airport, where would I be? Oh, hey, there you are.
Anders showed up here not too long ago. I'm told you're the one who got him out of the vault. Can't tell you how relieved I am. Sending him on that mission was a mistake.
Anders? Yeah, of course we saved his ass. Which one was Anders again? I forget. I think he might have been the ranger we found in one of the vaults. Was it 22? Well, I'm glad he made it home safe. And frankly, you did the right thing. If you'd sent more, they'd just have been killed.
That's probably true. but I wonder if I should have taken a different strategy entirely. Although my options were certainly limited, with most of our forces tied up garrisoning this place. Regardless, what you did for Anders isn't something he or any of us around here take lightly. We're all glad to have him back. Thank you.
So, Ambassador Crocker said to come see you about the situation with the Kings in Freeside.
Ah, that. I'm surprised he didn't send you to Colonel Moore. That'd be her jurisdiction.
Funny thing about that, he did actually, but I think his words were, she's a cunt, so we should, on the sneaky sneak, come see you instead.
Because he's looking to avoid a bloodbath. I get it. He knows me. All right. Moore's not going to like it, but that's for Crocker to worry about. Go to the leader of the Kings and tell him that I'll make sure Freeside gets more water, power, and food, as long as the violence there stops.
Hey, that's a pretty solid bargain. Everybody likes a little bit more water, power, food, not getting myrtleized in the face. I was trying to think of the best way to get back. I could have gotten back on the tram and then walked through the strip again, or I could just fast travel here, and I think that would be probably faster. Lily and Rex are just along for the ride. We're forming like a girl band, you know, girl power. Once again, I'm role-playing as my custom character, Bottle Cap Becky. I just feel the need to mention that occasionally, because I'll get random videos in the middle of a series where a bunch of people start watching, like, out of nowhere. And that's gotta be confusing. What's going on over here?
Okay, I need some answers now. These guys just barged in here and said they were under orders to keep me here until you arrived. I'm about 5 seconds away from telling my men to take them down, so speak fast.
So about that, we kind of worked things out with the NCR. They're willing to help you if you're willing to help them. You stop the violence in Freeside, they let you live. And a little bit of water and power and food on top of that. But let's go with, I apologize for their rudeness. The NCR wants peace in Freeside and offers additional supplies.
And I suppose they want me to help see that happen? That seems pretty reasonable.
This is lot more soldiers.
It really does, doesn't it?
Talking about dealing with these guys.
Pace, this isn't really a good
Man, shut up, Pacer.
Talk to Mr. House.
Wrong.
That's bullshit.
This is exactly
Everyone
the right
knows Mr.
time.
House doesn't talk to
I'm
anyone.
about to prevent you from making a huge mistake.
Pace, don't do this. I won't stand with you if you do.
Then I'll stand on my own, just like I always have. Just like a king should. Hey!
The Ranger vets are on their way
Patrolling
from
the
Baja.
Mojave almost
Never
makes
seen
you
Oh.
clear wind. They chew nails
So
and spit in the-
things kind of turned bloody anyway, but
The head of one of Mr. House's family.
a little bloodbath to prevent a bigger bloodbath. I think I
Ranger
can
vets
live
are
with
on their
that
way
on my
from Baja.
conscience.
Never seen one.
Damn it, Pacer, all you had to do was just shut the fuck
But I
up.
heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
And then, yeah, so pardon me while I rifle through all of their pockets. Can I just point out, however, how awesome this guy is? He's just, the whole time this tense situation is going down, you've got a gang on one side, you've got the army on the other, and he's just sexy dancing his heart out. Things turn violent, he pulls out his heater, handles business, right back to sexy dancing for his friends. That is a true professional. All right, and so we head back to, I believe, Crocker. was what their name was in the NCR. And there's not really a quicker fast travel point, so I'll just have to walk over there. I will, however, take this time to mention I still haven't seen the poll yet for what faction you want me to side with at the end of the game. I typically record these in advance, so the poll will have been closed by now. I just haven't seen the results, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys decide. Pretty soon now, I should know, and we'll go from there. So yeah, just really stoked to continue playing this game. I just had a thought. Have I had my gun put away this entire episode? I don't think that's ever happened before. But it just goes to show you can solve a lot of problems without violence, but solving problems with violence is so much more fun and rewarding. What's up, Crocker?
Hello. I trust you have something to report concerning the Freeside situation?
I do. All your men are dead. I'm just kidding. I have an update on the Freeside situation.
Yes. How did it go?
The king accepted Colonel Shu's offer of help.
Good. Shu's a man you can count on to handle a crisis. I'm just glad that things didn't end in violence. Here, this is what remains of the funds initially allocated for this operation. Also, I've been directed to send you on to Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam. She's been following my reports on your exploits with some interest. As I don't have any further assignments for you, I'd recommend going to see her if you need more work.
All right, cool. We finished up with Crocker at least, and we're starting on a new assignment. Head out to the Hoover Dam and get the details from the other important NCR person. I'm so bad with names. All right, and after a little bit of fast traveling, we find ourselves headed to the Hoover Dam. Horse nettle. I don't know what that's good for. A lot of stuff I've found, I haven't particularly found. Like a jalapeno. What am I gonna craft with a jalapeno? That is just an empty whiskey bottle. Probably now's the time to bring the gun back out. I don't know how dangerous things can be for two ladies and their dog. I mean, we handle our business, but it pays to be cautious, you know? So that is the Hoover Dam. Have not seen it in real life, but dang, even in this game, it's pretty majestic, if I gotta be honest. Oh, now I'm stuck on the railing. Let's not fall off the dilapidated highway, shall we? And there we go, we discovered the dam. The damn Hoover Dam. Ooh, that's a big gun. I hope I get to, like, do something with it at some point.
Evening.
Okay. Why are you just looking at the door? You know, you can just push. Alright, I'll put the gun away now. There's not like a receptionist or like a map that says you are here. The general you want to talk to is here. I mean, clearly I do have the mini map indicator at the bottom, but this is really strange looking.
Evening.
This is where I'm trying to go. of mysteries going on over here. Like, what are these people doing? What do they hope to accomplish? That I need a key for. You know, what are their hopes and dreams? Do they also cry themselves to sleep at night? So many mysteries that'll probably never be solved. Luke Lawson. You look like an escaped convict, man.
Hello there, youngster. Welcome to my baby.
Youngster? Yeah, why do you call this place your baby?
The power station, the dam, they're my babies. Well, don't tell my grandchildren I said that. Anything in here that I haven't rebuilt, I've fixed. I've been here since well before the first battle. I've ground my knuckles on so much cement in here, it is nearly as much me as it is cement.
Tell me about that last battle.
I was down there for most of it, so I can't tell you much of what the boys with the guns were doing up top. From talking to the boys that were fighting up there, I can tell you that Hanlon managed to pull off what most people would have thought impossible.
Why is that the question? He just told us what he does here. He grinds his bloody knuckles into the cement.
I'm the head engineer. I make sure the turbines keep spinning and the water keeps pumping.
Oh, I thought you were like a janitor. How is the dam running these days?
Been better, been worse. When I first came here, there was but one turbine spinning. At one point shortly after the last battle, I had 6 of them spinning. It was a wonderful sound. Only 4 of them are running right now.
Well, you're terrible at your job. What's wrong with the other turbines?
A little bit ago, one of the intake towers got clogged. No water running through it anymore to spin the generators. One of these days, I'll get some boys out to the turbine to get it running again. But right now, it is pretty low on the priority list.
All right, time for me to go.
Later.
All right, so the indicator's telling me that way, so I don't think I need to be in this room.
I've heard that elite units are on the way to support our armies here.
I've learned it's not worth my time talking to NPCs who don't have their own names. Is that 11 from Stranger Things?
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best man against us.
Is it maybe one of those doors I need to go through?
Hello?
Hello. She in here? Oh, she's using like squirrel on a stick. I thought she was like kissing a gun.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable, and right now I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch 1 or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission?
Depends. What do you consider a real mission? Sure.
Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them?
You could say we've had dealings. We met them a while ago. It's been a while since we've talked to any of them.
Then I don't need to tell you that they can be a pain in the ass. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions?
What if I find they're committed to joining Caesar?
Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions?
She's hiring me as a mercenary. I doubt the NCR is going to give me any support on this.
I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions?
Quartermaster Barden? Who's that, and where do I meet them? What if I can convince them not to join the Legion?
Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else?
No.
Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed.
All right, so we've got a new situation afoot. Gotta re-meet up with the Great Khans again and see if...
Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with.
See if we can take them out or convince them to help us. Oh, hey, look who it is. Quartermaster Barden. See if we can
Always
get
nice
some
to have a friend of the NCR around.
supplies.
What can I help you with?
See what you got.
Sure thing.
Okay, what I really need is I've been pickpocketing a bunch of people from the Kings, but I got this service rifle, which kicks ass, by the way. It's 5.56 millimeter. And I just haven't found a whole lot of that ammo yet. Can I afford that much? I think I can. Let's do it. Before I blow my whole wad. Got some combat armor. Kind of happy with my punk rock aesthetic so far. Paint stuff, miscellaneous. No, I'm good with that.
Give me a shot if you need anything else.
Tell me about yourself.
I guess I can spare a minute or two for you. Things are a little slow at the moment anyway. Me? I've been in the military my entire life. It's a family sort of thing. My father served, my brothers serve, and I serve. I've had the honor of serving all over the NCR, and now I get to be out on the front lines as the NCR comes out east to help these folks here. Once we get rid of the Legion, this will be a better place for everyone. I'm proud to be part of that.
Tell me more about the NCR.
I guess I can trust you. What would you like to know?
You guess? I'm like a hero to you people. How do you feel about the NCR being out here?
The NCR is out here to make the world a better place. For those out here and for all those back home. I'm glad I can be a part of that.
What are your thoughts on the Legion?
They're a bunch of evil savages, if you ask me. We're out here trying to save these good people from being enslaved by those bastards. I hope we kill them all.
That's a pretty tough stance. What do you know about the dam?
Well, the dam here is the key to helping the NCR make the world a better place. With the power from the dam, we can help the people here and back home have a better quality of life. We can't trust the Legion or Mr. House to do the same. The NCR is the only one looking out for the people, and we need the dam to do that. And I pity the people that try to take it from us. Make it quick.
Hey, I thought you had nothing but spare time. I thought I went through all these. Probably did. All right. Thank you for your time, good sir. Goodbye.
Bye.
Things are getting stranger every day.
I am so lost in this dam. I thought the Brotherhood of Steel situation was bad. This is
aren't worth our time anymore.
like a 3D puzzle that you're trying to put together with your feet while blindfolded, and someone's
To back down.
cutting
They
onions
didn't know who they were messing
in
with.
the next room. All right, and eventually we find our way out of the Hoover Dam. Now headed to Red Rock Canyon, home of the Great Khans. These lovely people are all the Great Khans. It's like a little bit late in the evening. We'll wait until... I think his name, unironically, was Papa Khan.
Carl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
Yeah, you don't say. Who the hell's Carl? Let's see, there's just regular ones. Their fully stocked pantry that...
Seems like everybody with a stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
Everything's marked as stealing, and...
Holy hell.
We're not about stealing around here.
What?
Let's see.
Why'd you come here?
You're an early riser. Where's your boss? He's probably sleeping off a hangover. Sick. I've never actually made it into his bedroom before. I just want to look, all right? Not bad. Some shotguns. Casual wear. Was he going to, like, play golf on the weekends? Of course, he's got a cabinet full of alcohols. Why wouldn't he? He's just chilling in the doorway. Oh, my dog's kind of blocking you. Well, this is awkward. Rex, come on. Or can I just talk to you here?
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll be made slaves. Sex slaves. Your big, beautiful beard and those soft eyes. Oh, I'd pay 10 caps to get at you, Papa.
Ha! The Great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
Wow, that's really all I got. Okay.
Farewell.
Carl's been in a shitty mood since that big explosion.
Mr. House isn't a man to be
fort.
trusted. Watch yourself.
What do you want?
Oh, I guess.
What?
Oh, this was Carl. He was the,
True to Kaiser.
the ambassador from Caesar's Legion.
Greetings in the name of Kaiser.
And I'm pretty sure at some point we've heard his whole gist. So, goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
No time for your nonsense. Yeah.
Hey.
I guess maybe I'll have to figure out a way to kill Papa Khan, or... Man, I really don't know what my options are here.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Weren't you just inside at the table? How did you teleport out here? What is it you had in mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
It bothers me that they keep going back and forth on the pronunciation. I'm used to hearing it as Caesar. Sometimes they throw a quasar out there. I don't know where that's... What's the proper way to say it? So what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you convinced already if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
What would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those 2 have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Speculatore, isn't that the tool that the doctors use that opens like that? I might have that mixed up with something else. Okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
And how would I do that?
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
All right, well, now we've got a solid path forward. That's going to be the end of my time for today, so be sure to check back next week as I continue with Fallout New Vegas. The next episode should be the first episode that I know the results of the poll for which side we're going with for the ending, so I'm really excited to figure that out. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Doing so encourages YouTube to show my content to more people, and you won't want to miss out on my next upload.